Okay, we're back again with and 3. So, to reflect on something I've learned during this class and like all these sessions, I feel like these cards, like how they have like all the questions on them, like asking these types of questions, they're deeper than what I would normally ask in a normal conversation, like even between just like you and I.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like I'm not a person that's really good at talking about my feelings, so in general that's hard for me, but these make it easier because it's a good start to the conversation and then I can just naturally build on. Because I'm a talker. I could talk to a wall if it were possible. Even if it doesn't talk back, like I could talk. And I feel like that's definitely something I've learned, and I feel like asking these questions has helped us grow because we've learned things about each other that we wouldn't normally ask. Like these are just random questions. Like this one that I have in my hand is, if you grant me one wish, what would that be? And like that's not something I would ask her on the car ride to wherever we're going. Like, yeah, okay, maybe during a road trip we'd play 20 questions and just ask random questions from the internet. But I feel like it's not something that I would normally do.
Right.
So now this is the part where I have to ask you a question. And I have one written down over here on my computer. If you could know every thought that the people closest to you had about you, would you actually want to know it? Or do you think some privacy is necessary for healthy relationships?
I mean, I think it's nice to know things like obviously, like I want to know like everything about you, but like it's not like I need to, essentially.
Why don't you need to?
Because like I feel like then there's no growing within a relationship. Like if you know everything about the person, like how are you supposed to grow? You just know them.
Mm.
Like it's kind of like almost like a sibling bond type thing. Like you don't want your relationship to be like a sibling bond where you just know each other.
Then you cohabitate.
Yeah.
And like that's it. Like there's nothing for you to learn about that person and keep you excited and
right.
keep you like
exactly.
engaged.
Exactly. That's basically
fair enough.
what it is.
And like I feel like if you know everything that everyone around you is thinking, like especially when you're in an argument with someone, I feel like that just like defeats the purpose of like knowing. Like some things are you keep them to yourself for a reason because you don't want to hurt that person.
Right.
And I feel like if everybody knew all that stuff, like you would wind up hurting a lot more people. And a lot more people would be hurt because when you're full of emotion, like you have more going on up here, and you don't want everybody to know everything that's going on up there.
Right. And it's not like you're necessary. It's not like it's lying. It's
just not actually how you feel. You're just angry.
Yes. Like, you know, for every person, there's like everybody probably has something that nobody else knows about them. Like there's gonna be things like that where nobody else knows this about you, or only a few people know this,
or like that random thing that you did in middle school. It's really, really embarrassing. Like,
right.
Like not everybody needs to know that about you.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like if you like. I feel like the way I imagine that looking, if you could know everything that everyone's thinking, I feel like there would be like in The Sims how they had the little green thing. Instead of being the green thing, I feel like it would be a thought bubble and it would just be typing it out as you were thinking it.
Yeah.
And like I feel like that would make you like more self-conscious and stuff like that because you don't like you'll think about, oh my god, like I can't believe I'm thinking this, and then that'll show up in your bubble and people will laugh at you.
Yeah.
And like I feel like it would just like really ruin a lot of relationships. Like I don't think everything should be private in a relationship. But I think that some things that you think do deserve privacy.
Yeah.
Agreed?
I agree with that.
Agree. We pretty much share brain cell at this point.
Yeah.
Now it's time to do some cards.
Okay.
This one I already read out loud, so.
Yes.
I'm guessing you already have your 10?
Yes.
Okay, ask your question then.
What is something your parents taught you that you now know is wrong?
Something they taught me that I know is wrong?
That you now know is wrong.
That's a hard one. I don't really know.
Okay, well then, what's something you're like that your mom or like your grandparents would have told you shouldn't have done when you were younger, and you now realize is like a stupid thing?
I mean, like if we really want to go like in depth family wise, like I would say values. Like I differ a lot on values from my family. Like especially like us dating is not approved by my family, and like that was always something that was put into my head, like no, you can only date guys, like that's it. And I feel like that's definitely something that I learned is like, no, you don't have to just do that. Just because they think that doesn't mean that I have to think that.
Fair.
And, like, political stuff, too. Like, my family's more on the right side, and, like, I'm kind of more in the middle. Like, I'm not really huge on politics or anything like that, and I really feel like I know some of the stuff they think is wrong. But I agree with some of the stuff, but, I mean, like, I know that I can have a different opinion.
Right.
And, like, I was always sheltered in this bubble of, like, no, you have to have these values and this and that and da-da-da and whatever. And, like, I feel like that's definitely something for that question. But I feel like my family did do a good job. Like, I don't think there's anything specific besides that pops to my mind. What about you?
I mean, I don't even think mine's necessarily that. It's more so just, like, the stupid little things that they would tell me that I wouldn't be able to do as a kid. Like, freaking the light on in the car while you're driving. It's like,
I forgot about
it's
that.
illegal to put the light on in the back seat of the car.
No, it's not.
It is not illegal.
It's just
to have
annoying.
The light on in the back of the car.
I, for the longest time, would get afraid when I got my license that I would get pulled over for that, having the light on in the car.
Really?
I did not know that until one of my friends told me that it wasn't illegal. I didn't know that.
That's
probably
crazy.
until I was like 18.
It's actually insane.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're right.
I feel like we've done this question before.
I think so.
What is something you would never give up?
It's like that's similar to the question of like I don't know why when I heard that I immediately thought of just like, what are you afraid of losing in life and stuff like that.
Okay.
But wait, what was it? What do you?
What's something you would never give up?
I would never give up. I feel like that's a hard one to answer. Cause it's like.
Do you want me to answer first?
Yeah, cause I don't.
She just wants to steal my answer.
I don't.
Yes, she does. The first thing that pops into my head were my values and who I am as a person. Because I have sacrificed who I am as a person just to make other people happy in the past, and that did not turn out well for me. I wound up hurting myself more than anybody else. And from that, I've learned that I should always be true to me, and if somebody doesn't like that, too bad. Door's right there. Don't let it hit you on the way out. Like, I will be as nice to you as humanly possible, and I will treat you like gold as long as you give me the same respect.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have to have the same values to be friends, or even in a relationship. Like, her and I are two totally different opposites on the political spectrum, and you would never know. But it's just about the fact that if I am who I am and you don't accept that, that's it. Like, I won't change who I am for a person. I won't change the way I dress. I won't change the way I do my hair. I won't, you know what I mean? Like, I won't change the fact that I believe in Jesus. I won't change the fact that I like to play video games, or that, like, I firmly believe in trust and communication. Like, I won't give those things up for somebody else, if that makes any sense. But if we're talking, like, a physical object, because I feel like this could go both ways, I don't know if there really is anything that I would just not give up for happiness. Like, I don't really.
Your Xbox.
I mean, like, yeah, but I could always just buy another one. Like, I feel like
There you
anything
go.
physical could just, like, you're just gonna die, and it's just gonna go to somebody else. So, like, I feel like that's, like, the emotional stuff is more important to me than physical.
That's fair. I was more so thinking my answer for that question would be like the relationships I have.
Mhm.
Like, so I was immediately like, oh, like the relationship I have with like my sister and my parents, like, you know, that type of thing. Like, obviously, you.
But she puts me last. You might as well have said the cat before me.
Oh, yeah.
The cat's out of frame. You can't see him, but he says hello.
Yeah. I mean, I've got the dog up here.
That's Panda.
She's oblivious to the world.
She's just sleeping. But anyway.
But, like, that's not something I would ever want to give up. Like, or essentially even, like, have to start over. Like, in a sense.
Mhm.
Like. But,
Sorry, the cat's climbing something and making noises. Distracting.
yes.
This house is the distracting one. Her family's away for the week, so we've been house sitting. And all the animals are very distracting in this house. But
Okay.
anyway, I shall allow you to continue.
What?
You said all the relationships with your family.
Yeah. Like, lost my train of thought entirely. The cat really distracted me. I literally entirely lost my train of thought. Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna kibosh that one because I don't even know what I was gonna say.
Okay, well now you pick them. That's okay.
I completely lost my train of thought.
That's okay. Pick the next card. We'll do better with the next ones.
Okay. What's your favorite memory from your worst relationship? Either dating relationship or like friendship relationship.
I'll do both because I definitely have both. As far as dating goes, like, I'm just gonna pick my longest relationship because it was the longest and it was, like, in my mind, like, one of the worst ones, like, just because of the emotional damage that I went throughout the years that I was with him. Backstory, I was with my ex for 4 years and he cheated and there was just, like, emotional disconnect there for a while. We were more like friends than we were anything else. And I feel like the worst part of all of that was
it's not the worst part. No. What's your favorite memory from your worst relationship?
Oh, I thought it said the worst part of them.
No, it says, what's your favorite memory from your worst relationship?
Ooh. I heard that question completely wrong.
So I was like, why is she going to the worst part of it?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, I guess the things I look back on are, like, the laughs. Like, but I don't think I could think of anything, like, specific.
No.
When it comes to, like, a dating relationship, because, like, I don't know, like, it would, like there are things that I look back on and just, like, laugh because I learned a lot in those 4 years, because those were also, like, 4 years of my life that, like, whether or not I was with him or somebody else, I would have learned things either way, because they were pretty, like, substantial growth years, like, the beginning of high school, middle of high school, end of high school, and start of college, like, those are pretty, like, fundamental years of life. I mean, I guess friendship-wise, I would say, I'm going to go with Ashlyn as probably one of my worst friends. I would say, like, my favorite memory with her would be... she would come over to my house every Friday, and we would do, like, beer pong or, like, whatever, and, like, we had so much fun. Whether it was, like, go to the movies, beer pong, or, like, whatever it was, like, Friday nights were the shit around there. But she just wound up, like, spending all my money, and, like, it just wasn't good. So it wasn't a healthy relationship, but, I mean, I guess I would say that, like, just having those laughs, like, out of both relationships, just being able to have laughs.
Like, just having her there as a person.
Yeah, like, just having somebody to laugh with and, like, do fun things with.
Right.
That's what, like, out of both of them, that's what I would say that I look back on the most.
Yeah.
Now your turn.
Mine, favorite memory from my worst relationship. That would probably be with Katie. Not a good friendship at all. She was very just narcissistic and did not treat me well at all, like, towards, like, the end of it. Like, when I finally ended up, like, cutting her off and being like, listen, I can't do this with you anymore. Like, I'm not putting up with your shit. Like, I can't. But it was, like, the fun times that we had together. Like, the memories, like, going to her lake house and literally driving around, listening to music, going to Target during the middle of the day because we had nothing else to do with our lives in high school.
And, like, yeah, you could do that stuff with anybody else, but, like, for some reason, even though that person treated you like crap, you still look back on some of those good things that they did.
Yeah. Like, it was. We did have good times, but life happens. I don't know why I keep going.
It's contagious around here.
I know.
It's about midday nap time.
Yeah, seriously.
I feel like that's a hard question for us because we're in such a healthy relationship now that, like, looking back on bad things, it's hard to, like...
Finally go to mine.
Yeah, like, really get into the nitty-gritty of them.
Yeah. Okay, your card next.
If your life right now is a book, what would the title be?
Ooh. Oh, that's hard. I don't even know what it would be.
It's a hard question.
That is a very hard question to answer.
I feel like this is definitely a joint question because we do a lot of the same things and like.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I'm at a different stage of my life than you are. Like I'm in school still, so there's that too. I guess I'll answer it first because I kind of have an answer. I would say my book title has to do with the fact that I'm getting to the end of a chapter in life, but I'm also starting a new one. So I would probably title my book The Beginning of the End. Because yeah, it's the end of my chapter in college and like that's scary. Now it's like full-time work, but it's also like the beginning of getting to have my own classroom, getting to form children's minds and make them laugh and color with them and like all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would say that's probably what I'd name my book. Something like that. Doesn't have to exactly be that, but
yeah,
I guess that's what I would call it. That's about where I'm at right now.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what I would call mine. Cause like, I don't know.
Think about where you are in life in the grand scheme.
I don't know. My life's just very like repetitive, day to day. Like, pretty much do the same thing day in and day out. So it's like, that's hard. So like,
Do you like the repetition or no?
I do. It's just, I don't know. Feels like I'm almost at like a standstill.
There's your book title, The Standstill.
That's so boring, though.
Yeah, but
Like, that is not a good book title.
yeah, but that's where you are right now, and that's okay.
I
Like,
guess.
but you have to get to a standstill before you get somewhere good.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've been out of school for almost 4 years, and I still don't have a full-time job. Not like I'm out of high school, but I've been out of high school for 4 years, and I still don't. Like, I'm still like down here, so like
Yeah,
it's
but
okay.
you're in school.
Yeah, but my career's not gonna make that much money.
Okay, but what does that have to do with anything?
But like, you know what I mean? Like,
You're gonna love what you're gonna do, so money has nothing to do with
It's
it.
true.
If you were in it for the money, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing.
No, definitely not. But I'm just saying that, like, even though, like, everybody's coming to a standstill at some point in their life to figure out what they really want to do.
Yeah.
Because I was in the same relationship for 4 years, and I wanted to go to school for biology. That came to an end, and that was my standstill. Like, my standstill was being in that relationship. And when that came to an end, I figured out what I really wanted in life.
Yeah.
So, like, everybody has to come to one at some point to figure out what they want. It doesn't just come to you.
Yeah.
You don't just wake up one day and say, oh, yeah, I want to be an astronaut, and then go and be an astronaut. It's an overtime thing.
I guess so. Describe an experience that made you realize you were on the wrong path.
Well, we already know my answer. My ex and I were together for the whole 4 years we were together. It was just like, first 2 years were good, and then his dad died, and he kind of just changed as a person, which is totally expected. Like 100%,
Right.
like you lose your parent at not even 18 years old, 3 days before your 18th birthday, and that's not an easy thing to deal with. So like totally expected for him to change, but he changed in probably the worst way possible. He did not pay literally any attention to me whatsoever. Like, I did not exist. I was just the once a week come over, boom, 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 get whatever you needed, and that's it. Like, that's just all I was to him. I was just a once a week call me, and that's it. Like, I didn't even, like, I would text him and be like, hey, are you going to the gym today? Like, what time are you going? Maybe I'll meet up with you. We talk for a little bit, grab ice cream afterwards, or, like, whatever. And, like, I wouldn't even get a response to that. I would just see him driving on Life 360. And I would know that he would see the text on his car, and he would just not answer it.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. And, like, him doing all that, and then leaving him, and realizing that there's so much better out there, and that I didn't need to settle for that, I feel like that's my experience.
So, like, what he did to you was what made you realize.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Sometimes things have to get worse before they get better, and that was definitely one of those situations.
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, I don't even know. Well, because the only reason I ended up in the department I am in now was when I dropped out of college. So I left subs for Cart to Curb.
Why'd you leave subs?
It was draining.
How so?
Wasn't and still am not full time. And I'd be there basically working these same hours I do now. 35, 36 hours a week. And I'd be drained. Physically, emotionally, mentally, like all of it. Like I did not want to do anything when I got out of work. I just wanted to lay down. Like I just wanted to go to sleep after work. Like it was draining me so badly and I wasn't happy. So
Was there someone in the department that made you feel that way?
not necessarily. I loved the people that I worked with. It was just the work itself.
Making sandwiches?
Because the people were not nice that would come up because they thought they were better than me. Because of the place that we work. Because of Wegmans.
Everybody, not everybody that comes into Wegmans, but a good portion of people that come into Wegmans do think they're like up here and we're down here.
Yes.
And it is draining, no matter where you work, but
Yeah.
the places where you directly serve them, it's definitely gotta be more draining.
Oh yeah. Because
You're face to face with them.
face to face with them
You can't
all
walk
day,
away.
every day. No.
You can't walk away in that sub shop. There is nowhere for you to walk away, really.
No.
Like if
No
you're
matter what other people.
like if you're having a bad moment, you're still in the view of people.
Unless you go into the cooler in the back, but that's about it.
Yeah, and that's not usually an option.
Yeah. So it was hard. But like everybody in my family saw that. Like after I left that department, they were like, "Oh my God, you're so much happier now that you're not in there." And I'm like, "Yeah, because that place drained me, drained the life out of my eyes, basically." Yeah. And then like I felt like I had more freedom, cause like when you work in there, you can't have any jewelry, you can't do this, whatever. Like I couldn't have my bracelets on, I couldn't have my watch on, I couldn't have
express
my earrings
yourself.
in, I couldn't even have my nose pierced. I didn't have my nose pierced until after I left that department, and that was what I wanted for years. I wanted a nose piercing.
You couldn't get it.
And I couldn't get it because of that department. I was basically being held back
From how you wanted to express yourself.
Yeah. From how I wanted to look. Like I could not choose how I wanted to look every day at work.
And that's where you spend a lot of your time.
Yes. That's where I was. That's where I was 5 days out of the week.
Yeah. And you deserve to feel like you can express yourself during those 5 days.
Because right when I left that department was right when I was dropping out of college. Because I left that department in August. And I dropped out of school in May. So a couple months before that. And I knew I wanted out of there. And I was friends with the boss's daughter. She mentioned it to her mom. And now I'm here.
And now you're Shelly's favorite.
Now I'm Shelly's favorite.
Yeah.
I love my bosses.
That's definitely a formative experience working. I mean, I could say the same thing about working at Goodwill and not going to Wegmans.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you're in that moment, you don't realize how draining something is until you don't have to experience it anymore.
Oh, yeah.
You almost convince yourself that it's okay.
Mm-hmm. I was going to stick it out, but like there was people in that department that were leaving and the one was retiring. So like they were the people that like helped me really just force myself through it. And
Right.
I was not going to be able to do it without them. I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it without them. So that's why I left.
Fair enough.
And that's how I wound up where I am.
It's a good experience.
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite thing about me?
Everything.
Nope, not an answer.
I don't have a single thing.
You have to go as in depth as possible. That's what the instructions of this assignment say.
Is there anything specific you have to do for this one? Like
I already did the
lessons?
specific part. It was just reflecting on the course.
Okay.
And there is one thing I have to ask at the end of all of this, at the end of the question. But we'll answer this question, then I'll ask it at the end.
Wait, repeat the question again?
What's your favorite thing about me? As in depth as possible, please.
If I had to choose one thing, it's probably your personality.
What about it?
Because you're very, like, I mean, most of the time, for anybody, essentially. Like, nobody's the same way all the time. But most of the time, you're just very bubbly. And, like, you like talking to people. And you've always always got a smile on your face. And all that stuff. I'm like, that's what...
I can make virtually anybody like me.
Exactly.
And, like, I don't have to change myself to do that.
Exactly.
Like, I don't have to put a face on in front of the parents and grandparents for them to like me. I just act as me.
Yeah.
And they like me.
Yeah.
Because I respect them.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I would say my favorite thing about you... I mean, I would probably also go with personality, but I'll pick something else because you picked that.
I mean, you can do too if you really want to.
I'll pick your sense of humor. You always make everybody around you laugh. And especially when they need it the most. You always show up for everyone and make them feel more than valued and more than appreciated. Yeah. And as far as, like, you don't even have to make a joke to be funny. You have comebacks to things like that are hilarious.
Sometimes things just roll right off my tongue.
And it's hilarious. I love that about you.
And sometimes I say them and I don't realize I'm saying them.
Yes.
Listen, sometimes they're funny, sometimes they come right back to bite me in the butt, so...
But that's okay. I like that. I like that you have that side of yourself and you don't have to try to express that.
Yeah.
Now, hang on, there was one more thing I had to ask you. I'm forgetting it now. I'm pretty sure I remember. Okay. Ask yourself, then ask your partner if there's anything left unsaid in this session. Or perhaps there's anything left unsaid in your entire relationship. If either of you say yes, follow up by asking yourself and your partner. If you could say it now, and if not, you could take any step in the direction of saying it. So is there anything unsaid from the cards today?
I don't think there's anything.
I mean, I don't think so either. What about in our relationship in general?
Like, just things that we're not telling each other?
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of. I don't think there's anything that I'm not telling you, but it also could just be like, there's stuff I'm not thinking of because like it doesn't,
true.
Like it's not
Is
relevant.
there anything that you would say to me, but you just don't say it to me? You could bite your tongue on it, like that type of thing?
I don't know. Alright, the ballad jumped up on the table. I got really confused.
It's a cat. I mean, I guess I would say that, like, I'm sure there are things that are unsaid. I really can't think of anything in this moment. I mean, I would say that I don't express my emotions enough, and I feel like I take them out on you a lot, and that's probably, like, something to do with that would be the unsaid. Like, things that I think in those moments would be the unsaid moments.
Yeah.
But some of those things are better left unsaid, because I'm usually just very, very emotional, and I don't usually act like that.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I mean, I usually try and get you to talk about your feelings, so, like, I try. It's hard sometimes, 'cause sometimes you don't want to listen. Sorry, he jumped from the table to the chest.
The cat's doing weird things as we record this. It's like he knows that that's what we're doing.
He's like, I'm gonna interrupt everything that you're doing right now. Yeah, I mean, I try and get you to talk about things. To, like, help you.
I feel like that's definitely the unsaid part of our relationship.
Yeah.
That's definitely where the most unsaid is.
Oh, yeah.
And now we have to take a step towards saying it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that step is.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess when I feel something, I'm just... maybe I'll try writing it out.
Yeah.
Because I can't say the words, but I could always try writing it out.
That is true, because if you can't say it, like, and you know what it is, but you don't want to say it, or you can't say it, just...
Write it.
Write it.
Sometimes that helps, so maybe I'll do that.
Yeah. I'll probably help you.
Yeah. Well, that's about all we've got here. We're about a minute short, but that's okay. We did a lot of talking.
Did a lot of talking. And I mean, we have a lot of talking in our other ones too, so it's,
Yeah.
I feel like it's very hard to, like, keep up with it. But,
It's hard.
But,
Yeah. That's it. This time I won't forget the reflection.